Hello friends, and welcome back to a war that doesn't count. Our first win of the season bumped us up quite a bit, up into Gold 1. But today we're taking on TNSSR, another rematch from last season. Let's get right into it, going in with the trusty trio as usual. We have a long war today. I think 9 fights total. Alright, so we're on path 3 again. First up we have an unduped Domino. Now our opponents are running Crush, and I've complained a lot about these tactics before, and here is a prime example of why these tactics are overpowered and make some fights complete BS. So Crush, you have if you're an X-Men or a mercenary, you have a 10% chance on every attack, special or basic, to be completely unblockable. There is no way to avoid this. You can't reduce it with ability accuracy reduction. It's going to happen. The only way to 100% avoid it is to play no touch, only intercepts, etc. It especially sucks for champs like Domino and Havoc, who are difficult to parry and have non-contact hits. So what's going to happen here is right there, the second hit of her medium, I tried to parry the first hit. It didn't work. I was locked into the medium attack, which was a change they put in after Domino was block breaking everybody. Yeah, so, and then she comboed me, completely unavoidable. Like, it's just this random unblockable. Like, you know, Domino is already one of the most annoying defenders in the game, and she has been since her release. And this crap just makes her, it just takes her to another level. It's very, very irritating. So, anyways, so we bait off this special, special 2, and then we're just going to finish her off with a special on our own. And so we do get out of here with a full AB, but it takes off half my life. So let's take a look at that one more time in slow motion. So I'm going to go in, try and parry. 1, 2, second hit is blocked, or is unblockable, and in a full 5-hit combo, she takes 40% of my life. So very annoying, lots of BS. I hate war. War sucks. Alright, so this is an unduped Dormammu, and I made a risky call here to go in without healing up. Because this Dorm was unduped, I didn't have to worry about the degen. So my strategy here is, since Dorm is also bleed immune, I can pretty much get to maximum outrage faster. So the plan is to get to my SP3 one way or another, and then I'm going to launch it and heal up to max. So as long as I don't get tagged by a special attack, it should be fine. So that is the plan. It does end up working out beautifully, if I might say so myself. Just got to be careful. Again, these Psychic Thorn nodes, I don't know if it's this one or if it's the next one, have like a special attack heal block, where if you get hit by any special, it gives you like a passive heal block and a fate seal, so you can't activate any like regeneration buffs either. So that was what got me the other day against that Sentinel. I went back and reviewed it a few times, looked at the nodes. So, alright, we got the special 3 going here. So now you'll see the magic happen. We come out and boom, healed up to full yellow bar, and we've got the Fury. So following 5-hit combo takes him out, and we successfully healed up to full without using a potion. That's the dream, folks. Alright. We are up in section 2 now. No mini-boss action for me yet. We have another R2 Sentinel on Masochism. I think I forget about Masochism, yeah. So I don't know why I always forget that my initial parry stun is going to get shrugged off. So I take an unnecessary hit there, so that sucks. That's on me. And on top of that, I have some pretty bad luck with the petrified debuffs. I think they are the last 2 to go here. So for the majority of this fight, it's going to look like I've done basically no damage because he keeps healing up from the debuffs that I am trying to apply to him, from the parry stun, from the resonant mastery. So he keeps pretty much healing up to full. However, the key here is just to stick with it. This is still unboosted, by the way. So eventually he's going to get the Petrifies on him. And then once it switches over to Fear the Void, that's when I get the nice attack increase. And then you'll see his health really start to tick down. So it doesn't look like much now. We're already a third of the way through the fight, and he is at close to max health. But he's finally got the double Petrifies up, so he's about to switch over into Fear the Void. There we go. And so now he's heal blocked for the remainder of the fight, supposedly. Saw he just healed up there. So that is because of the recovery. So the recovery part of the node actually increases his regen rate above 100%. And thereby you need additional debuffs beyond Fear of the Void in order to completely heal block him. And you'll know that he's heal blocked, of course, when he gets that little passive heal block icon from the Indomitable node. So I think in hindsight, I probably should have gone in on the site with Warlock because I would have been able to get the heal block up much more quickly, and it would have lasted pretty much the whole fight, and I wouldn't need to play around with debuffs. That said, I kind of prefer using Void against Sentinel because when I get tagged, like I did in this fight with the Special 2, I don't immediately die from Incinerates. I think I talked about that in the last war. So, alright, so we got less than a minute remaining. You can saw, in the last minute or so, his health dropped by about 70-80%. So all we got to do is not screw up again, and we will get out of here with a full AD. And one more combo and special, I think, should do it. And there he goes. Okay, so Sentinel down, 3 up, 3 down, full ABs all, moving right along. We have an easy fight next. This is a Mr. Sinister on Buffet, which is a fight that Warlock can do with both of his eyes closed, probably. They're also running Crush, as I said before, so I don't have to worry about the mega block damage from Sinister as a villain. And he's also running Suicide, so here I'm trying to get the infection up as quickly as possible. You see, I did parries at the start rather than attacking into him. I wanted to get as much actual bleed damage on him as possible from the Suicide Masteries, just to aid in his defeat. So here we go. Launch the SP2. Now his power is pretty much over with, and we can just parry and combo until he's dead. So really easy fight, really quick fight. Not a problem for Warlock, who is one of my favorite champions in the game. Alright, we have another Domino. 6-star, another unduped Domino. So we're going to go in with Warlock this time rather than Namor. So we don't have to worry about being unlucky. You see this person is also running Suicides. She shrugged off the bleed already, but she still has the poison debuff on her. So once we get the infection up, that'll go a long way towards aiding in her getting her down. Being extra cautious as usual if she goes lucky to just kind of back off. It's kind of dangerous with Warlock. You have to really be mindful of her power when you play Warlock against her in war, because if you constantly keep her over and above a bar of power, she's gonna have that many more chances to go lucky. It won't affect you because you can't go lucky as a tech champ, but trying to keep her under a bar for sure, and that makes the fight a lot easier, as you can see. Alright, what is up next? So the other two guys up in my section did not have really effective Void counters. I think one guy had a Blade but no Ghost Rider. And this Void is debuff immune anyways, so Blade may not have been that effective. So it fell on me to boost up and try and get this Void down. So a couple light attack boosts, but a mega health boost. Since I don't really use those in any other game mode, I don't really mind using them in war. So we're going to be generating a lot of outrage since he's debuff immune, and our bleeds will fail to apply. Every medium will give us another stack of outrage. We also have to be mindful to make sure that we fire off our special 1 when we get it, because we are locked on at special 1, and the power lock debuff will cause us to degen. So it's okay with Namor if you're attacking into him, like if you combo into him there and then fire off the SP1, that's good because you're going to be returning the degen to him anyways from your armor. So Imperious Rex will take us above 1 bar of power. It bypasses the node again, but only if you are below 1 bar of power, it will bypass the node. If you have the power lock, it will not. Imperious Rex will not take you above 1 bar of power. So right here, we basically just have to, not get hit. The combo didn't really work out to get that last fatigue debuff off us, so we are taking some degen. Fortunately, we nail the intercept to get it off of us, and 1 more heavy bait should do it, and down he goes. So pretty happy with how that fight turned out. Typically fights with Void for me against with Namor are hit or miss, so I'm glad that went well. Alright, up on Boss Island now we have a Korg. This is Counter Tactics, Breakthrough, and Buff Duration, which doesn't really matter. So again, I'm going to go in here with Namor. I am still boosted from the Void fight. This is the last fight I did before bed that evening. So basically going to play Stun Immune here. His Rock Shield is going to still protect him despite the Breakthrough node. So the more hits I land into him from Breakthrough, the more damage I'm going to deal when his Rock Shield is down. But by the same token, every hit in my combo is going to make him more dangerous, even just hitting into my block. So this is a decent placement because when he's got a shield up, he is stun immune. So I pretty much have to take blocked hits. And you can see just how much damage it's doing. Just with 30 some hits left. So, all right, we're gonna fire off our first special 3, and I believe his Rock Shield was down at this point, so this is gonna do a decent chunk of damage. Yeah. Yep. Nice chunk. There we go. And we are about to hit 30 stacks of Outrage, so I probably shouldn't have done a full 5-hit combo there. Yeah. So his SP1 nails me. A nice chunk of damage because of the Counter Tactics node. My special 2 barely does anything because his shield reformed. So now, in the span of a couple seconds, he has done a significant chunk of my health, and all I have going left is some intercepts and my evading ability. I've lost my Fury from the SP3, and luckily he's pretty much dead. And there he goes. So it cost me almost all of my health, but I guess it was worth it because we got the full attack bonus. Okay, not done yet. We got a Namor on recovery and strike back. Going to go in here with Void, who needs to be healed up a little bit. So I think that Namor's special 2 is a bit easier to dodge, so you'll see me play around kind of with giving him power when I know that I can take him safely above 2 bars. This Namor, as you can also see, is running Suicide, so that is, super magnified degen for Void. Love to see that. And so we're going to push him over 2 bars here, and then we're just going to try and bait. He nails me with a Snap 2 Heavy, and yep. Now we have to play a little bit more conservatively. Another thing that I've noticed is that when he hits into my block, I take a nice chunk of damage because he's absorbing the degen that I'm giving him from the debuffs, and he's sending that back on my block. So you see, every time he hits into my block, it's like 1,500 energy damage back into me or so. So that's a little frustrating. But once we get the Petrifies up, we stop Imperious Rex. So no danger there, and the degen is pretty much just going to tick him down here, so we're not going to bother taking another blocked hit. We'll just wait for him to fall over. There he goes. 8 for 8 so far. That's pretty good, I say. And we got 1 more left. This is a Killmonger on the debuff immune mini. I'm going to go in 1 more time with Namor. Got to heal him up, unfortunately, from taking all those hits against Korg. So some decent potion usage for this war. We're going to use a light attack boost, and I think a medium champion boost, and then just a medium health boost, and I think an 8%, yep, there we go, 8% mutant special boost. So again, debuff immune, so we're going to be gaining outrage pretty quickly. In addition, since we can't put debuffs on Killmonger, we're not going to be giving him extra power from those debuffs, which is really great, because that's one of Killmonger's most annoying qualities is trying to manage his power when you use any sort of debuff, even like parry stun or weakness from resonate, or in Namor's case, the more frequent bleeds now. I'm trying to bait out a special 1 because the fight is going to be lengthened significantly if I have to keep baiting his special 2 and dealing with those indestructible charges. So even though the special 2 is a little bit easier, in a fight like this where I'm working against the clock, dodging the SP1 is much more important here. So I also have to remember not to hit into his block when he has those counterpunch charges up too. I think I do at one point by accident, and I get really lucky and back off before he nails me. So, all right, looks like we accidentally triggered Imperious Rex, so we're getting that first Fury up, but it will only be 1 Fury. We do get to launch a nice special 2, so decent chunk of damage, no crits because of the crit resistance node. And I believe Killmonger has crit resistance naturally anyway, so really difficult to get a nice big crit. You really have to rely on Namor's increased attack from the passive Fury in order to get this guy down quickly enough. So in good shape, less than half the time remaining, and he's got about 1/3 of his life left. So we're trying to basically get to another SP3 and launch it off, and then try and get out of here 9 for 9 with full ABs. So, yep. So we got our special 3 ready. It's right there. I accidentally hit into his block to try and bait out a special 1. Thankfully, I was able to back off while he threw his special 1 and not get tagged by it. And then as soon as he did so, his power level was low enough that we could launch our second SP3, get that nice Fury up. He obliges by throwing a nice special 1 from across the screen, which is weird behavior. And play a little conservatively here, bait out the heavy attack, and our third special 3 should do him in. So, pretty solid war, if I do say so myself. 9 for 9, full ABs all. Nice little screenshot there to show the fellas in the chat. And yeah, pretty good. Alright, so it's a good thing this war didn't count because it was another loss. We had a guy sleep through an alarm and forget to place his defense. And we probably otherwise would have won, so that kind of sucks. But the fact that it doesn't count makes it a little bit easier. Also sucks because that was one of my best wars overall in a while. 9 kills, no deaths, some moderate potion usage, and our record stays at 1-3 for the time being, heading into what will be the midpoint of the season. So yeah, we'll see how the season progresses. It's not been good, but that's been how it's gone the last couple seasons. So, all right, thanks for watching, and like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know how your wars are going. Definitely better than mine, I'm sure. And we'll see you again next time.